Damn, I'm actually pretty late today. Seems relatively pleasant. Well, at first glance anyway. Actually going up the road though, what do we see? Still very rural. With a modern truck dumping a bunch of trash. Is it like a recycling center? Not entirely sure. This dude's on his phone, but whatever. Moving on. There's no actual real indicators to say where we actually are, except there's yellow speed signs. So that could mean many. Ooh, a sign that says that there is a station just 1k up the road. I'm probably going the wrong way, to be honest. Actually, do you know what? I'm gonna go back to that station. I'm gonna find it and then see roughly where we are. Yes, okay, cool. I really don't know on this one. Yeah, this is only a small village. It could be, I don't know, I'm thinking Scandinavia, somewhere Scandinavia-ish. Yeah, not sure. I'm not sure what they're doing either. Well, here's that station. And it's all in that particular language. And it doesn't really say how much. Because that's usually a clue, is that how much the fuel is. That can be a clue every now and then, but I'm not sure. I'm guessing, you know, this is like rural, like very rural, you know, Norway, Switzerland, Finland. Switzerland's down there, duh. I don't know, middle of Sweden. Sure, why not? Okay, correct country, okay. Still middle of absolute nowhere, but you know. Cool. Amazes me that people live, that thousands of people live in this sort of area, but you know. Anyway, next is, now this looks very distinctly American. I've seen lots of valleys on the west coast, you know, California, Arizona, New Mexico that look like this. These look like American vehicles, and we're driving on the right hand side of it as well. See, this game is too easy. I was actually speaking to some friends of mine who said to me that he would not ever play this. And I thought, well, even if you just know some basic facts, you can get, at least in the same country. Same state might be a little bit more difficult than that, because yeah, this is definitely West Coast US, definitely West-ish coast, you know, so Arizona, Nevada, Utah maybe? Ooh, this could get tricky. Not entirely sure. I mean, I'll see if we can try and go up this road a little bit further. Follow these SUVs. This looks like a nice driving road too. There's just not really any signage. That's another trick as well. Look for local signage, because then that's generally a dead giveaway to what you could. Actually, what was that? Oh, someone with a big trailer. There's wait. There is a sign. I don't think it really says anything, to be honest, but no, I didn't think so. So there's no real location. This is definitely the US, definitely West Coast-ish. I am going to say round here, you know, Arizona. It was Utah, but again, was not far off. And that's just, you know, from memory, just seeing terrain like that before. That's that sort of terrain very distinctly west of the United States. Round number 3, we get somewhere similar, I guess, except definitely not, because that's not English, I am pretty sure. But this looks even more remote. This is a very remote game so far. I guess, well, the more remote it is, the more difficult it is. Well, then that's kind of the idea, to make it difficult. Now, I have been questioned before on missing something right in front of me on a sign. But there's one of my previous rounds where apparently, you know, there was something that said Mexico at the bottom and I completely missed it and guessed, I don't know, somewhere else. But that doesn't look... I don't even know if this is Spanish or Portuguese. Or either. Not 100% sure. It doesn't really say much. What does it say? What does it say? It says even less. Haha. Ching! See, all you gotta do is look for a clue. Right, so at least we're going in the correct country. But where in Peru? Because Peru is a big country. Now this is obviously the more mountainous, which is the more coastal areas of Peru. You go further inland and it gets more tropical, because it is, you know, the very back of the Amazon rainforest. But again, that does not narrow it down. That narrows it down to, you know, 400 or 500 kilometers, or 200 to 300 miles if we're using the older ways. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to get anything closer than the mountains of Peru, which I think I'm just going to have to go for somewhere in the middle. It was very close to Chile and Bolivia. Okay. But again, same country. I mean, it was still 1,000 kilometers. It was even more. Oh God, Peru's even bigger than I thought. Yike. Anyway. Where could we be now? English signage. Narrows it down. Narrows it down to what? Not much, to be honest. But again, there aren't that many English-speaking countries. There are actually more Spanish-speaking countries than English. See if we can try and find any more clues. The Purple Heart Trail. Purple Heart. Where have I heard that before? Actually, what does Mr. Tow Truck say? Hey, do you see that? I'm hilarious. I'm a genius. I could write comedy. Probably not, but you know, whatever. Again, I don't know. There's a couple more signs up here. And this one says, you've got a turning. And then this one also says that there is a turning. Lazy Moose RV Park. Where is Lazy Moose? And we're apparently half a mile from it. I think we're back in the US. Think. I think we are more east-ish, possibly. Hopefully there's some sort of giveaway. So we found the Lazy Moose Park. I love the fact that it's called Lazy Moose, and there's a gift shop. Does that say Wi-Fi as well? I don't know. Yeah, 50 seconds. Nah, this looks more temperate though. And temperate means colder. So I'm probably gonna go up to Vermont, New Hampshire, Maine. We'll go Maine. We'll give that a go. Technically, same country. God, there's actually people that live up... Again, this is what I mean. There's people that live up here. This is insane. And there's green. I didn't realize it was so green. Okay, moving on. Oh well. Well. Oh. Okay, so apparently the final one was in New Zealand, but it was Scuffed. That didn't go too well. Not going to... Although it did, but it didn't, The last round was Scuffed, but I think the whole thing is just Scuffed.